Hi everyone, it's Sonia here. So today's the 20th of March and I'm heading down to the big old freedom rally that they're going to be having at Place des Festivals. And I'm going to take you along with me. If you like the video, don't forget to please give it a like. Thank you for leaving me a comment. Thank you also for your support on Patreon. If you're looking for MREs, here's what I would recommend. My Patriot Supply is America's leader in survival food. Their food lasts for up to 25 years in proper storage, so you'll never go hungry or stand in food lines. And I've arranged for you to save $70 off their popular 4-week food kit that gives you 2,000 plus calories a day. Go to preparewithtruthorgirls.com and get the emergency food you need before the next emergency. Your 4-week starter kit will arrive discreetly at your door in just a few days. Don't wait. Now is the time to prepare for the future. So please check that out for a discount. This rally is happening all over the world, not only in Montreal. Let's go check it out, see what's happening. I'm standing in front of the Jeanne Mance exit of Place des Arts Metro, and this is the metro for Place des Festivals where the rally is taking place down there right now. I am gonna put my scarf on now. As I explained to you before, I want to get this footage. I don't want anything ruining that, and although I have an exemption, I just don't want to draw attention to myself. So if you see me with this on, that is why, because I really want to get that footage. Okay, it looks like most of the rally is happening up here. So here we have a few people, but as you see, it's really not that many.
Something like that.
Oh, okay, here come the cops. Oh, okay, so here's somebody who's not wearing a face covering. Oh, well, lordy, lordy, look at that. Oh, boy. Ooh. Oh, boy. What in the world? Whoa, what was that all about? That was so weird. They straight up just came up to this one guy, singled him out. He was doing nothing and they just took him away. I think maybe it's because he didn't have a face covering, but if you look at the crowd, you'll see that he's definitely not the only one. So who knows what that was really for. And that's why I said I don't want to get pulled out of the crowd, you know what I mean? Because then you guys won't see what happened. So what we have is a very peaceful, small gathering here. Not moving, not agitating. It's actually kind of very low key right now. And over here we have the troops ready to catch, I guess, offenders. It looks like they're taking another person away down there also. It looks like they're picking certain people out of this crowd. I mean, look, I'll tell you honestly, you guys, the vibe is very low key. It does not have the energy that it had last Saturday. It doesn't have that kind of feeling. I don't know if these creepy bells are contributing to that, but in any case, it has a very low key, like subdued yet slightly tense vibe to it. Here come the stormtroopers. It looks like they're getting ready to pick off another target. What in the world are they doing? Okay, they're going in and they're heading for a man with a camera who has nothing on his face. I'll be darned. That seems to be the strategy here. Some people are not covering their faces and they're getting taken off to the side for tickets. Uh-oh, another platoon is marching in to remove a dangerous citizen. Uh-oh, this time it's a young woman. Straight up taking her out. Wow. People are getting really pissed off.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Okay, clearly it seems that the order of the day is to go into this quiet crowd and pick them off one by one for not wearing a face covering. Whereas the one we saw last week, a lot of people had no coverings and it was a much larger crowd of 10,000 people, and they were able to march all the way from McGill down to the East End. And the arrests that were made were at the very end. The Gestapo is there. I think they're getting ready to make another move. Now, personally, I'm starting to feel like it's the fault of those bells because they're giving a really creepy vibe. Like, it feels so surreal. Oh, I have to use the word dystopian again. It's got a dystopian feel to it, people, especially with those really creepy bells. It looks like they're actually doing this in a very organized fashion. We have a platoon waiting here, and then another one is ready. As they pick people off, they do whatever they do down there, and then they come back to make another collection. God, the music here, please. People are angry, and there's like a really down vibe here today. I think this was a bad place to do it with these creepy bells and other sounds that are chiming. Yeah. It looks like they're moving out.
Ah ouais, ouais, ouais.
It seems that the police have now backed off after picking off a few sacrificial victims. They've now retreated to their post over there, and the march is proceeding forward. Of course, there are still many people who do not wear the covering. I'm not sure what that exercise just accomplished. Probably just accomplished that they can now say in their report that tickets were handed out. There they go down to Maisonneuve.
Hi.
Hi, you guys. I'm going to interview now someone who I heard talking about something very interesting that I think you would want to know too.
I have a friend who is a lawyer, and he has sued the provincial government. His name's Nick Knoppers Terp, and he has sued the provincial government last week because they are unconstitutionally declaring a state of emergency every 10 days without the required debate, which is supposed to be the minimum requirement, is that there's a debate and there's not a debate. So it's kind of autocratic way of running things, and we live in a democracy, so no.
It's very interesting. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so it seems like the march is picking up some steam. I'll show you. There's like quite a large crowd now moving up Saint Laurent. Picking up some energy, picking up some steam up there. More people seem to join as the march moved up Saint Laurent. And so far it's peaceful, and the energy has picked up too. Has more of a positive vibe. So
I would say half people
I'm here with Troy, who I know from YouTube, who just doesn't want to be on camera. We're just talking, and he brought up some interesting point, which is, you know, as we're saying, how can our government still be doing this? We're the only place in North America with a curfew. Why do we have a curfew? The police even say it was really just to target a specific subgroup of a small part of the population, which was the 20 to 30-year-olds or 20s to 30s. The small subgroup of them who were partying. So for that, they punish the entire population with the curfew. How is this still going on when our caseloads, hospitalizations, and deaths have declined so much, yet they're keeping the same measures now as they did when it was at the peak? How's this happening? Like this other person was telling you, they're redeclaring an emergency every 10 days without a discussion. How is all this happening? And many other things. Masks on the kids are full of eczema, their hands are all raw. How is this happening? Well, as Troy was telling me, and I know this is true, apparently a lot of people in Quebec support all these draconian restrictions, all these extreme measures. They actually support it because they really believe that our government is helping the people by doing these things. And so our government here actually has an interest in maintaining this so that they can get reelected. You would think that the people would say, you know, enough, we're not going to reelect you if you keep treating us like this, but it's apparently the other way around, which is kind of mind-blowing. So a lot of this is actually a political play for them to get support for the next election. It's not so much really about what's in favor of the public health. They're just banking on the fact that a lot of people really think this is necessary. Those people are not health professionals. They're not public policy makers. They're not doctors. They don't really know much about what's happening. And the measures here are not even recommended by WHO. There's no real science backing a lot of them. They're not universally applied. And yet people think that the more strict, the better. It's completely mind-blowing. And so, you know, who's paying the biggest price for this is the business owners and the kids and people who are on the street, people with disabilities. A lot of people paying a heavy, heavy price. And somehow we have so many sheeple in Quebec that our government figures that this approach is a good thing to get them reelected. And that's pretty crazy. So I just found out there is another rally that's going on at the same time, which started in Saint Michel, and this one is supposed to meet up with the other one. Okay, it seems to be turning into a kind of a giant party at this point. They got music going. The vibe has improved. Up here, Fairmount Genmouse, lots of cops mobilizing. They just went and grabbed somebody. A whole lot of cops right there. I guess that's for not wearing a mask. They're really still picking people off. And it's like there's cops down there and there's a lot of them right here. So that, you know, people really have nowhere to go. If they decide to just corral everybody, I guess they could do that, do a mass arrest. The Orthodox kids, they're all coming out. Oh look, they're all up there. All the kids are coming out. The families are coming out showing support. So we're up here in Mile End, and what's amazing is all these Orthodox Jewish families coming out and showing support by standing on their balconies and in front of their houses. They're clapping, they're cheering on the protesters. It's amazing, it's very encouraging, because the Jewish community has really been fighting for their rights, fighting for their rights to their freedom of religion, especially, of course. So they know where it's at, they know what this is all about. Freedom! Right? Freedom! Yeah. Thank you! Freedom!
Good job.
You too, people. Good job.
I have a mask. No more masks.
Well, the police are sounding their warnings. They're, you know, once they start putting that message out, it's kind of their way of saying we're about to crack down on you fuckers. Because you cannot be 6 feet apart when you're that many people in that small of a street. It's impossible. So that tells me they're getting ready to really start cracking down and handing out fines. Wow. Oh. Man, I am exhausted. We walked really far. It's like I don't even know where I am anymore. I mean, it's Bernard and Duparc, but what is that? The plateau? Oh my god. I should have brought a Gatorade. So as I'm walking down the street, way behind the protest, so I'm hearing some people who are sitting on the sidelines, they're giving their opinions. Somebody's like, what is this about? And an old dude is like, oh, they're anti-maskers, Trump supporters, racist motherfuckers. I told the girl, it's the World Freedom Rally. It's happening everywhere. It's not just Montreal. It's not about Trump. Where do these people get these ideas, you know? I guess from the media. You know, I'm seeing people with signs that say they don't want their kids to be forced to wear a mask in school, and this translates into they're racist motherfuckers. I don't get it. I don't know what race has to do with a 5-year-old wearing a mask in school all day. Pretty much nothing. Okay, we're down at Fairmount now. Fairmount Park. Still going. We're down here now at the foot of the mountain at the park where they have tam-tams usually. So I'm here talking now to the man that actually I filmed his arrest before, and he's going to tell you what happened.
You saw me before when happened this story?
I saw it and I filmed it at the...
They told me because they gave if you are in the parade, they will arrest, if you are not wearing the mask, they will arrest you.
Okay.
They will give you the ticket. That's why this is the reason.
So they gave you a ticket for not wearing a mask?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And the ticket was $1,550.
It's a lot of money.
Exactly, almost 1 month. Many things, for many reasons I'm not wearing a mask. It's not only about the health.
Right.
It's about the humanity. The kids, our kids will grow up with a mask always. Your kid will grow up always with a mask.
1,500.
Because he can't breathe. Exactly.
Thank you for...
They gave me ticket 1,500. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Well, it looks like this is the end of the march. It seems to have dispersed.
It's an experience and a happy.
It seems like they gave out some tickets.
I'm fighting for your rights too.
Oh, that's the homeless shelter there, the day shelter. That's the one where the native man died in the toilet not far from it. I think that's where the open door is. Government wouldn't let them reopen, and one of their clients died in the toilet outside. I'm happy to see people standing up, you know, for their rights and the rights of their children. And please don't forget to hit like and leave me a comment if you appreciate me dragging my sorry ass all around the city to show you what happened. What's this? Oh, homeless people. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, represent Montreal. Freedom. Aw, they're giving their support. Bless their hearts. They're homeless. Yeah, those people are homeless, you know, they're really affected by this curfew and everything. It's been terrible for them. More closed shops. Everything closing. I feel like I'm not going to be able to walk tomorrow. It's going to be one of those days, you know, like one day where you do a whole lot and then another day where you're in bed all day. It's worth it though. What's happening? Oh, I think they're down there. Okay, I'm hearing the rallying cry. They haven't quit yet, you know. They still got some oomph in them. I don't know where they get all that oomph, man. I'm exhausted. Je suis crevée, if you know what I mean. Oh, now it's turning into a real party. They got the music. But I think the rally's over. People are just sort of hanging out now. Cops are still around, like on the perimeter.
Messieurs, dames, moi c'est DJ Sunset. Alors je suis venu aujourd'hui pour soutenir la manif avec tous, ça fait plaisir de marcher tous ensemble. On sait que ça fait du bien. Et je suis venu juste pour représenter tous les artistes qui sont décédés cette année de déprime. Voilà, moi je représente les artistes, on est l'homme de cette ville. Il y a beaucoup d'artistes, de restaurateurs qui se sont suicidés, qui sont morts de déprime, voilà c'est pour eux. Voilà, travaillez avec la police messieurs, dames, je sais qu'il y en a qui veulent se battre mais... c'est en même temps, on est tous ensemble, ils ont des familles comme nous. Voilà, me dites pas, je suis pas un snitch. Je suis juste là, j'ai envie que la société s'en sorte, Steve. Parce que Montréal et le Québec, c'est beau en crise.
Nous allons passer la deuxième vague. Ah oui, c'est ça.
That was an awesome ending to this. This little dance party. It's like I feel like crying. Oh my god. I haven't seen people dancing in a year. Anyway, thank you so much for coming today. It was just very moving to see those young people dancing. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for your support on Patreon. Appreciate it. And don't forget to check out the link below for the MREs. If you're looking for that, you get a discount. Thanks for joining me in the chat, you guys, and thanks for listening to me. And I'll see you next time.